Sun and Fun begins April 1, and Flight Insight is celebrating now with a 20% off sale on all our courses and bundles, including the all-access bundle of all our content. Head over to our website and enter the code SUN20 to save now. With so many pilots descending on South Florida, we thought it'd be a good opportunity to review the entry procedures for Lakeland Airport, site of Sun and Fun. The Sun and Fun NOTAM, which is available on the event website, lists everything you need to know about arriving and departing during the show. Give it a read all the way through, even if you've flown in before, and have a copy of it on you when you fly in. We're starting out flying southbound at a VFR cruising altitude. We're going to be doing the Lake Parker arrival, which is what most VFR arrivals are going to fly. If the weather is marginal or IFR, be sure to file IFR on the ground and pick up your clearance before departing. The VFR Lake Parker arrival has a number of visual waypoints we're going to be flying by on the way in. And we can overlay some GPS visual waypoints as well, as we've done on ForeFlight here. The first one is called the Middle of Nowhere waypoint, called VPMNO. That's where we're currently navigating to. Within 60 miles, we should have a listen to the Lakeland ATIS on 118.02. This will let us know the active runway, among other things. We'll use runway 10 left for this. We should also start monitoring approach on 124.5. It's important we don't make any unnecessary radio calls here and just monitor. The frequency will be very congested all the way in. We also want to have all our lights on, landing, taxi, strobes, within 40 miles of the field. Approaching the Lake Parker arrival, we want to be at 100 knots and 1200 feet MSL, which should be no problem in our Cessna. If we're faster, we'd want to maintain 150 knots at 1700 feet. Twins should be at 2200 feet. We'll put the tower frequency 135.22 on standby here. The ATIS will direct us to this middle of nowhere transition point when it's the beginning of the course, but sometimes, when it's less congested, it'll start at the next point, which is the Fantasy of Flight waypoint, or VPFSY. In any case, we're going to shoot the whole thing. We should expect heavy traffic here and pick out an aircraft of similar speed to get behind, staying no closer than a half a mile and trail behind it, maintaining 100 knots. If we can't stay that far behind, we should turn around and head back to the starting point. Don't slow down or make S-turns to try to open up spacing. There are aircraft behind you too, remember. We'll depart the middle of nowhere point and head towards Fantasy of Flight. This is an aviation museum situated on the shore of Lake Agnes. There are 2 intersecting grass runways and plenty of aircraft parked on the ground. Don't land here, this is not Lakeland. Instead, turn southwest and head towards Suntrax, a racetrack, coded with a VFR waypoint VPTCK. From over Suntrax, we're going to turn right again, this time headed for the north shore of Lake Parker, the namesake for the arrival we're doing. We're aiming for those smokestacks out there. By the time we get to the smokestacks, we want to really be on airspeed and altitude, and if we have a retractable gear, we should have it down now. It's around now that ATC may call out our aircraft by type and color and tell us to rock our wings and then proceed westbound. What we're looking for now is the Interstate I-4, which will be intersecting on a diagonal. We want to follow that southwestbound with it off our right side. If things become really congested, ATC will instruct you to hold. This can either be a break-off from the smokestacks to the right, going back up I-4 to Fantasy of Flight where you'll restart the arrival, or you'll hold around Lake Parker counterclockwise, restarting from the smokestacks. We're following I-4 southwestbound until we're directly north of Lakeland Airport. There's a fantastic landmark, a giant cake on top of a tower branded by the grocery chain Publix. We'll want to turn southbound towards that and have it pass off our left-hand side. We can't see it in the simulation, unfortunately, but we want to fly to the large V-shaped building which is due north of the blue terminal building on the north end of the field. It's at this point that we want to switch over and monitor tower frequency. They'll instruct us to enter a downwind and clear us to land on runway 10 left on either the green dot with 4,672 feet available distance or the orange dot with 3,173. We'll turn right to enter the downwind before getting to the blue terminal building. We'll turn final and aim for that dot. Runway 10 left is actually a taxiway most of the year, but it's 75 feet in width and has banners noting where the threshold is. The dots begin after that body of water on the left side of the runways. You don't want to land full length unless you really need it and ask tower for it. Don't land on the long, wide runway either. After landing, keep it rolling high speed all the way to the end and don't stop on the runway. Monitor ground on 126.07. you need to have a parking sign like this one displayed, which means general aviation parking, out your left side so that the marshalers know where to direct you. Only follow their instructions when taxiing around. Make sure you read the full NOTAM for Sun and Fun and don't just rely on videos like this one, but hopefully this will help you visualize the procedures before going up there. Keep your head on a swivel, or even better, bring a few passengers to help look for traffic while you fly. Enjoy Sun and Fun, and if you're training for any new rating or want to bone up on your knowledge, take advantage of 20% off all Flight Insight courses and bundles from now through April 7 with the code SUN20 at the link here and in the description.